Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome, as always, to our coffee times to talk horror, and in this case today to talk about some new book releases.
It's coffee time!
So I have adjusted the frame a little bit because this is all that I have left currently in my background on my bedroom. So this is also gonna go really quick, and I just wanted to make a video today to kind of give you a live update and also let you know about some books that are coming out in the month of December. Since I only have, I think, 7 new book releases that I wanted to talk about, I thought I could combine this video with a quick live update to let you guys know what's currently happening and what kind of a mess my life is. First things first, so today I'm recording this video is Monday. And this week on Thursday, we are finally signing the documents at the notary to get the keys for the house. So from Thursday on, we are super officially gonna be homeowners, which is really scary, but it's also really exciting. I've always wanted to live in a house. I've always liked the privacy of having your own house. I don't know, I've always lived in apartments and I've always wanted to have my own space. I've also always wanted to have my own garden so that I can go out and read in summer and have my coffee outside. It's always been a dream of mine, and I'm really excited that me and my partner were able to get this house. And of course we're going to be now in debt, but I believe that it's still the best thing to do, because paying rent every month, even if we rent a house, at the end of the day it's not going to be ours. So I'm happy to take the credit and pay off the house. So yeah, that's what's happening, and it's really exciting. And I'm already thinking of all the ways that I can organize my new shelves, because I'm gonna get new shelves. I'm gonna organize my horror collection, and I'm planning on making a video on organizing my books in a new place, setting up the new shelves. So I'm planning on doing a vlog on that as soon as I get the new shelves. So hopefully you guys are excited for that content. And I'm finally gonna be able to properly organize my horror book collection, because with the shelves that I had here, everything was kind of like not organized, kind of messy, and it always bothered me a little bit. So I'm super excited to be able to have my middle grade horror, my YA horror, my adult horror, everything separated and, you know, alphabetically ordered. It's gonna please me so much. It's gonna please my OCD a lot. So a lot of exciting things coming as well. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably know that I have been not feeling that great physically. My health has not been the greatest lately, and I believe it's due to different factors. So I've stopped going to the gym because I just do not have any time to spend at the gym much, and I have not been the best eating lately because I'm under a lot of stress. So I've been all day super busy, and I've just been grabbing whatever I have and not really paying attention to eating enough fruits and vegetables and all of that. On top of that, there is a lot of stress right now at work because we are basically 2 people covering the work for 5 people. Some people have changed departments, others are on leave, others are on holidays. So it's been stressful at work as well. On top of that, on top of stuff, I've been, since you guys know, I'm changing countries. I'm moving from Germany to the Netherlands, which means I have to cancel a lot of contracts here in Germany, you know, gym, health insurance, all other types of insurances like my internet, a lot of things. And I also have to register for everything over there. So I have to get bank accounts, go to the town hall, have an appointment at the Chamber of Commerce because I'm gonna become a freelancer. So it is a lot that's going on, a lot of worries, a lot of things that need to be organized. I've also been packing my things as quick as I can and as organized as I can. I've been trying to sell some stuff. A lot of stuff has been selling, which is great, but also means I have to pack those things. I have to bring them to the post office. So needless to say, my life has been kind of like a hurricane that just hit me. And I don't know if it's all kind of related, but I have been having some issues with my heart. The heartbeat, it's kind of weird. I feel it pumping more than usual, I guess, and I went to the doctor because I started to have some pains here on the left side. And they did an electrocardiogram and something came up that it's a little bit unusual, so in order to make sure that nothing was wrong, they sent me to the hospital. They did a complete blood test. The blood test came out fine. They did another electrocardiogram at the hospital and they had the same issue with it, so they advised me now to get a long time, it's like a 24 hours electrocardiogram, which basically I'm gonna go tomorrow and they're gonna put like some sort of machine connected to my heart so that they can monitor for 24 hours how my heart rate is and my heartbeats and stuff. So anyways, it could all potentially be stress related, that my body has basically made itself sick from all the stress and maybe I have stressed out my heart, I don't know. But just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna do all the tests, I'm gonna get all the checkups done. I just want to make sure that there's nothing else wrong and I'm just ignoring it because I think it's stress, and you know, then it's gonna get worse. So I'm just gonna go and get all my checkups and make sure it's nothing like life-threatening or nothing that I need medication for or anything like that. So yeah, that's where we have been standing. So anyway, you're here today to hear about some book releases that are coming out in the month of December. So let's get to that. Bending the Lamia Tropical Horrors, edited by David Corraria. And here we're gonna find stories that are based on more tropical climates. And what I found really interesting about this one is that it is based on things like tribes and colonialism and other things that can bring a lot of cultural aspects into the horror. And I love when horror connects with culture and it creates horror out of something that, you know, we know from society, something that it's real, like tribes. I've always felt really scared and always had so much respect of tribes that are really isolated from other types of societies and civilizations. I think that's why I never actually wanted to watch Green Inferno or things like that. Those things really make me unsettled. But yeah, this one I think I would like to give it a try because it just sounds so unique. The Ballerinas, Rachel Capel-Gadell, and this is a mystery thriller. Dare Me meets Black Swan in a story in which we follow 3 ballerina students that meet at the Paris Opera Ballet School. So I'm really excited for this one because I love stories about ballet, about sports like this that are so competitive, because there are so many things that you can do to create tension and create a good climate. So in this one, apparently we're going to follow these girls many years later as they are already adults, and one of them moved away and then decided years after to come back to the Paris Opera Ballet School where her friends are still working, and it's going to follow them in the present time as they reunite, and the girl that comes back realizes the school has changed a lot over the years, and it's also going to follow them as they were teenagers studying at the school. So probably things happened when they were teenagers, secrets that they had to keep, and honestly I'm all for this drama. I'm just hoping that the mystery part is also going to be there. A History of Wild Places by She Earnshaw, and this is a mystery fantasy thriller, and I am extremely excited about this one. The plot sounds fantastic, and it's also by the author of The Wicked Deep, which is one of those witch stories that I've always enjoyed. I always recommend that one, especially if you want to read something that is kind of into mystery thriller horror, but it's not too extreme in the horror. I think that The Wicked Deep is the perfect witch tale, so I'm so excited to read something new by the author. Travis Wren has a gift. He's able to find people, especially missing people. All he needs is an object that is connected to that missing person, and I love that idea. I know it's nothing extremely new and fresh, but I just love it. I love it. And apparently there is this community, this commune that was created in the 1970s, and these are people that are really hard to communicate with. I believe somebody disappears from this community, and I'm just so thrilled and excited for this book, because if it's just as good as The Wicked Deep, and it has such a great atmosphere. I just can't wait. Hide by Nell Pattison, and this is a mystery thriller in which we have 7 friends. One killer. You can run, but you can't hide. The plot of this book automatically reminded me of One of Us is Lying, because we have this group of 7 friends that decide to go on a winter hike in this reserve, and basically after the night they all wake up, but one of the 7 is dead and the killer is amongst them. Really excited to solve this mystery. I did enjoy One of Us is Lying. It didn't blow me away, but I did enjoy the read. So let's see about this one. It's also perfect for winter because it takes place on a winter hike, so it's also going to be really atmospheric for the winter season. Served Cold. We have another horror tuber anthology, and I'm so excited about this one and so proud of the people that put this together. If you don't know, last year we got Local Hunts, which was also a compilation of short horror stories created by some well-known and other not so well-known horror YouTubers. And this year we get another installment, and I am so excited. And it is so great that we also get the opportunity to support people that we follow and creators that we love. So I would really encourage you guys, if you can spare it, to go and pre-order this, to go and get it. I think it's only like $3.50 on Amazon for the Kindle, so it's not too much, and you will be supporting the YouTube community. Strong Bones by Robert J. Peterson, and this is a book that I also need in my life ASAP because it is rumored to have all of these amazing 80s kind of pop culture things added, all of these elements about the 80s, and discover, I mean, I'm gonna need this one. So this is going to be something similar, I've heard, like Ready Player One, but for horror and with the 80s. And the book does take place in 1989. And apparently the author added a lot of things from his childhood, from the 80s, integrated them into the book. And, you know, I already know I'm gonna be nerding about everything in that book. I really hope it's not gonna disappoint. We have in the story a group of friends, and we have here also a really big threatening evil, and the group of friends is going to have to stand against it. And how are they gonna do it? Well, apparently with magic. I am really excited. This sounds like a combination of a lot of things that I like. It does sound a little bit Stephen King-y to me, so yeah, I don't know, but you know, like I said, 80s references, they already got me at that. And the cover, like, I don't need to know much about the plot to know that I'm gonna need it. It is of course pitched as something like The Goonies and It and Stranger Things, and you guys know I love all of those things. How similar it's going to be to these things, I don't know. But the book is also going to explore how it feels growing up, including all of those pop culture elements and horror. So I'm really excited. It sounds like a horror coming-of-age story based on the 80s, and that for me is like a win-win situation. The Black Phone. This is a movie tie-in by Joe Hill. This was a short story originally published in the 20th Century Ghost book by Joe Hill. He has expanded the story. It's been made into a movie, and I'm really happy that he did the movie tie-in because I want to read now the book before I watch the movie. I've heard good things about the movie though. The book, I believe, is around 500 pages long, so a lot more than the short horror story that it was inspired by. I still also have not read 20th Century Ghost, so I'm completely unspoiled for the plot. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking this one up. If you live in Germany, the ebook I've seen on Amazon for 99 cents, so if you want to grab it, you can pre-order it for super cheap, to get to the reading, you know, when it comes out at the end of the month. We follow Finney, who is 13 years old, and where he lives, kids have been disappearing, and he has the feeling that he might be the next one. Apparently Finney also manages to get some calls from the dead kids that the serial killer has been butchering, and I'm really intrigued about that. I don't know if I've ever read a story in which all the victims of one serial killer have been calling the next victim. It sounds really interesting to me, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick this one up. Goal and the Cape by Josh Malerman. Now this one I'm not sure if it's still gonna come out in December. I think it was supposed to, and officially in Goodreads it still says 2021, but it might have been pushed. I had to really dig deep in the interwebs for this video because it was so hard to find horror or thriller book releases for the month of December. I don't know why, but I guess, you know, the whole Halloween stuff is over, so everybody's taking a break. So I found this one and I thought I would just mention it in case you guys also were not aware that it's coming at some point, because I myself hadn't heard about this book yet, even though I do like to get everything by Josh Malerman. Yeah, so hopefully still this year, but my guess is that it's going to be pushed. Alright guys, so these were some of the titles that are going to be published in the month of December that were horror or mystery thriller. Let me know down below if you know of any other ones, because like I said, I had such a hard time finding releases for December, so I wonder if there are others out there that I haven't heard of. Let me know down below. I hope that you're doing great. I hope to be able to upload more soon. I'm really trying my best, but it's really hard to get to recording and editing and everything with the rest of stuff that's happening around me. So I hope you guys will forgive me. I will wait patiently until we have a nice horror new background, and I'll come back with so many more horror recommendations next year probably. But I'll try to still upload here and there as much as I can this year, but with the move and everything, I'm not sure how often I will be able to put up content. And thank you so much, you guys, for still supporting me so much, and still watching my videos whenever I get to upload something. I really appreciate it. If you missed any of my other videos, now it's time to go back and watch them while I catch a breath to bring you new content. And thank you as always, and I hope to see you all guys as always next time in our coffee times. Bye.